it's me, Caitlin, and I'm here with my September HHC swatch video, which is gigantic, partly because there is a Hellaween, the pun, shop aspect. So some of the makers have done double the amount that they usually do. And also very exciting because Cracked Polish has officially joined HHC as of this month, which is amazing for Monique because I know that's kind of part of her journey as a brand and a nail polish lover. So to be selling her product in HHC is pretty cool. So the shop will be open from September 7th through the 14th. I'll include details down in the description, but there is a lot to look at. So I think it is just best if we get right into it. Gonna go alphabetically. The first polish is Bee's Knees Lacquer for the love of the game. This polish is the third in their Fallout series, and it's described as a muted sage with strong orange to green microflake shimmer. This one is on the sheer side, but it does build up nicely while still maintaining that ethereal, delicate look. The shimmer is super strong, very visible, and I just love these grungy polishes that Bee's Knees does so well. They're just super wearable, really unique, and kind of magical. I will recommend 3 coats for this and top coat. Bee's Knees Lacquer is also doing an encore this month, so they're bringing back a 2.0 version of a polish that was available, I want to say last year. This one is a mid-toned blue Dumicorn sister with the same green to purple. It's not purple, it's blue shimmer. So this one is a 2.0, so if you have the original, they're going to be super close, but this one they know may be a darker blue than the original formula, but they did their best to recreate it, but they just put it as a 2.0 because they couldn't guarantee it was the exact same. This has a lovely formula, again, sheer but buildable. It will be best in 3 coats. It has an incredible glow to it. The formula is really easy to work with and just really pretty with that Dumicorn sibling shimmer. by Dany Vianna has created a gorgeous duo. You can buy them individually or separately. No, individually or as a set. So they're inspired by Hattori Soma, and this one is a sheer purple base with a strong blue Aurora shimmer. Now, as described, this is sheer, but it does build up quite nicely. By Dany Vianna has a lovely shimmer formula, very magical, very ethereal, and this is a beautiful, beautiful shade. This is something I consider very easy to wear. It just makes me feel good when I'm wearing these kinds of colors, and I do like the shifts. It is surprisingly glowy. The other half of the duo, which, as I mentioned, you can purchase individually or separately, is Spring Will Come Again, and this polish is described as a sheer white crelly with pink Aurora shimmer, white irregular glitters, and light blue holographic reflective glitter. This polish has a really beautiful formula, very easy to work with, builds up wonderfully, and despite all the elements, it does dry down pretty smooth. I will still recommend a good, heavy, glossy top coat. I don't think you'll need a glitter grabber and top coat. It seemed to be good for me with one layer of Cuticula Limitless. And just for fun, I thought I would layer Year of the Dragon over Spring Will Come Again. You can just see how the polishes work together, and Year of the Dragon is sheer enough that you could definitely use it over something else, and it does give quite a pretty effect, as you can see here. So by Dany Vianna is also participating in the Hellaween shop. So there's a polish and a cute little set that come together. So only available as a set. The polish is Mixing Spells, which has a green jelly base with a mix of neon circle glitters, a purple to gold ultra chrome chameleon magnetic pull. This is a really fun and unique polish. It definitely gives Witch's Potion, and I'm going to show it magnetized a few ways as well as unmagnetized. So here on my index, I am just going to show you with the bar magnet. You can see that green base really does look kind of murky and spooky, very soupy. And then here I'm going to show it as a velvet style effect, which also looks really good. Because of those circle glitters, I will recommend a good thick glossy top coat. And because the coverage was good in 2 coats, I didn't end up fishing around for a lot of circle glitters. They're in there. They will come out, as you see here, just kind of randomly on the nail. I did not magnetize my pinky finger for anyone curious how it looks without the magnet applied, but the shimmer in here is totally wild. It looks so luminous, as you can see. And so the other component of the set are these 3 little witches. It's very adorable. They come inside a little cauldron. All of this is handmade, super, super cute. Yeah, it's just adorable. It comes with like a little story. The little pouch it comes in is also adorable. It's reversible. You can probably carry anything you want in it that's tiny, or just put the 3 little witch sisters in there and they can live happily in their cauldron. Here we have cracked polish. They are finally in HHC, which is so exciting. This is their 1-year anniversary as a business, and it's amazing that they're now in HHC. They have a series which is called Down the Indie Rabbit Hole. They're fairy tale inspired shades that will captivate your imagination and elevate your nail game. So For the Love of Indie holds a special place in Monique's heart because it symbolizes the rabbit hole we all go down once we discover the indie nail polish world. So she aimed to capture the essence in this polish with a crack polish spin. It is a dark purple featuring matching soft magnetic blurple pigment, pink to purple to aqua shifting flakes, pink glitters, blue shimmers, and a mesmerizing purple shift. So this has a beautiful formula. This polish is so pretty. Gorgeous application, as you just saw. I do recommend a good coat of glossy top coat, and now you can see how shifty it truly is. Next up, we have Clotted, which is available through the Hellaween shop. It's a deep, warm red polish enriched with gold and copper shifting flakes and red shimmers. This is inspired by the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. And oh, it's just so pretty. I love a good red, and this is like very blood red. The little elements in there work beautifully. Such a pretty shade, perfect for fall. If you've never tried cracked polish, now that they're in HHC, definitely do it. I love this brand. I love everything they do. And these 2 polishes are just exemplifying why I love the brand. Moving along, we have Cuticula Beauty, and this one is a continuation of the Dreamlight Valley series, and it's inspired by Belle. This polish has a white crelly base with a background of blue shifting glass flakes and blue and bronze metallic flakes. Now this polish has a really pretty finish and formula. It applies beautifully. My nails are obviously super short, but I am going to recommend 3 coats. And yeah, it just is really unique and pretty. I'm just really impressed by the polish. I love how luminous it is. I love the base color. I love those glass flakes. It's just very unique and very well done. Next up, we have Garden Path Lacquers Villain Era. This one is a continuation of their Bridgerton Dresses series. It's inspired by Cressida Cowper's Blood Red Revenge Dress. Never watched the show, so I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, but this is a blood red jelly filled with red holographic micro glitter and matte red hex glitters in various sizes. Now this polish has an incredible formula. It is jelly, squishy, very red, very early indie, but elevated, and that just speaks to my heart. So this is so sparkly. I love it. It's so squishy. You will want 3 coats, and you will need to apply slightly strategically where you're kind of covering over areas you missed. And I am going to show this one with 1 layer of a glitter grabber. I believe I used Quenched by Cuticula, and then a layer of glossy top coat over that. That's going to give you a gel-like finish. It's going to leave an incredibly smooth, sparkly, gorgeous finish to the nail. This polish will be a pain in the butt to remove, but it's kind of worth it in my opinion because it is so pretty. Paint It Pretty polish continues their roller coaster series with Manta. It's a blue-based polish with a shimmer that shifts teal to blue to purple. And I believe the my brain is really about to give out. The inspiration is, I think it's called Manta at SeaWorld. Never been on it. Hopefully, maybe one day, though. It actually kind of scares me because I don't like anything that goes over the water. I have weird recurring nightmares where I'm on a roller coaster that's half submerged in water and then my legs are getting cut on the metal and it's just bad. So anyway, this is super beautiful. It has amazing formula, amazing coverage in 2 coats, and it's so glowy. I love this polish. We have 4 polishes from Penelope Luz. First, we'll look at the regular Goddess of Mythology series. The first one is Amaterasu, and it's a white crelly with gold shimmer and flakies. This polish has a beautiful formula, super elegant, really pretty and unique. I found that this one was best for me in 2 coats. You might need 3, but do try to apply it in straight lines because it could have a tendency to show brush strokes just ever so slightly. So be mindful of your application. But overall, great finish, great formula, very beautiful and super unique. The other polish, which is available as a duo or individually, is Sun Goddess. It has blue flakes and gold hollow glitters in a clear base. Gold and blue always look so pretty together, in my opinion, and they kind of work seamlessly together if you want to wear them together. If not, I am going to show Sun Goddess layered over a black cream. So when you layer Sun Goddess over a black cream, you're definitely going to see more of that blue popping out. And the hollow in here is just so rainbowy and prismatic. It's really special. Now for their Hellaween duo, we have first up Welcome Ghosts, and this is a vibrant purple crelly with an orange gold shimmer. This does have a sheer formulation, but it actually builds up really nicely, really easily, and I love this particular shade of purple. It's super vibrant, just really pretty and really shimmery. And the other half of the duo, which I believe is only available as a duo, this one is Have Dinner With Us, and it is an orange and purple flake with black glitters in a clear base. Obviously, it looks amazing over Welcome Ghosts, but I will also show it on its own because it actually looks really pretty that way. As I mentioned, this polish does work pretty well as a standalone, even though I think it's mostly intended as a topper. If you wanted, you could build it up somewhat, so I am going to show it built up in 3 coats. Of course, this would look phenomenal layered over a lilac or a pastel purple. You could go with a neon green for something really fun and Halloweeny. But you'll notice the formula is phenomenal, and it does look great even on its own in 3 coats, as I'm showing here. Now we will take a look at the Phoenix Indie Polish offerings. First up, we have the Bubbles, and this one, from what I understand, is a new series, maybe inspired by Card Captor, and this one is called a Cold Pink with small green to blue iridescent microflakes. This is a really beautiful sort of orchid shade of pinky purple. It's personally one of my favorite shades of polish, and the shimmer in this is beyond stunning. So I have a lot of footage of me trying to show off the shifts, trying to show off this incredible glow to it. Hopefully it's coming through. I mean, if I didn't already own this, I just sold myself on buying it again. So it is really stunning. The other polish from the regular shop before we show the Hellaween polishes is the Watery. So you can buy it with the bubbles or you can buy these individually. The Watery is a mix of iridescent green to blue and chrome green flakes and iridescent micro flakes. This is a really striking combination with the shimmer underneath. It's just really fun and different, so I love the combo together. Definitely top it off with Top Coat. It's not going to be difficult to remove, but flakes just have a little tendency to add a tiny bit of texture. So here it is with Top Coat, looking smooth and gorgeous. For posterity, I wanted to show the Watery on its own because you definitely could wear it on its own. It's not super obvious when you use it as a topper, but there actually is a slightly greeny blue tinted base. So if you are going to wear it on its own, it's definitely best in 3 coats. This kind of reminds me of like a kelp forest or something very underwatery. It's really pretty, and it kind of surprised me how much I liked it on its own. Now we'll take a look at the Phoenix Hellaween duo. This one is inspired by the Witches, which I saw as a kid and it like terrified me. This polish is called Little Mouse and it's a hot brown with violet to red shimmer. This is definitely giving haute couture hot chocolate. It's really pretty. The formula is beautiful. As with all Phoenix shimmers, Kelly does a fantastic job with her formulas, and I do think that this one is best in 3 coats, which is how I will show it. On that 3rd coat, you definitely get the added depth. It just looks a little less brown, but it's phenomenal and beautiful, so I definitely recommend it in 3 coats. And the other polish in the duo is Grand High Witch, which has pink, gold, green, iridescent flakes with black to red micro flakes. Again, can definitely be used as a topper. And I will also show it on its own for anyone who's curious how it looks. But as a topper, again, tiny bit of texture from the flakes. It does smooth out with top coat. And this is just a really pretty mix. It blends beautifully with little mouse underneath. And I just think it's so pretty and so fun. My thumb is getting some attention. It deserves some love. So I am showing Grand High Witch on its own. This polish has just really pretty flakes, and there's something very 80s about it, which kind of makes sense because I think the witches might have come out in the 80s, but there's just this like something to it that is giving 80s in the best, most aesthetic way. The coverage is actually really impressive, so I think you could get away with wearing this as a standalone polish in 3 coats. It builds up beautifully, easily. It dries quickly. It just is a phenomenal topper or polish. Moving along, we have Rogue Lacquer Peter Pan's Shadow. This is a continuation of their Peter Pan series, and who doesn't love a beautiful dark polish? This is described as a gray, but if it's a gray, it's like one shade less than black. I can see how it's a super deep gray, but overall it appears as a black on the nail. Gorgeous scattered hollow, and of course I love the hollow flakes. The formula, as you can see, is beautiful. Goes on super easily, very smooth. It does dry a tiny bit dull, so use a glossy top coat. And this one is just really pretty. I'm a sucker for black nail polish. I know it's a gray, but really, I mean, is it even? I mean, that's looking pretty black to me. Last but not least, we're going to round out the video with 3 polishes from Sassy Sauce. Someone's calling the house. That literally never happens, and it's almost always a scam. So this one is called Alibi.
and this is still a part of the shoe series. This one's a light blue with glowy red to copper to gold shift and blue to purple shifting ghost flakies. This is so pretty. I'm definitely a fan of this kind of polish. It's so pretty. It is sheer, but it does build up nicely in 3 coats. This shimmer is super strong, and the flakes are just a really pretty ghostly addition. And now we will take a look at, hopefully you couldn't hear my stomach rumbling. This is the Hellaween duo for this year. You can only purchase it as a set. First up is Cocktails and Cadavers, which is difficult to describe. It's a pink, purple, gold, green shimmer with purple, blue shifting ghost flakes, silver and blue reflective glitter. This one is absolutely lovely. The formula is beautiful. You could use it as a topper. I'm going to show it just built up on its own. In 3 coats, it still has a tiny bit of transparency to it, but I just love everything going on in here. Love the base color. It does dry textured with the reflective glitter, but 1 layer of top coat will smooth it out and it will not be difficult to remove. And last but not least, it's maybe my favorite of everything you've seen today, Ice Cream Party, which is the other half of the Hellaween duo. It is a neon pink with a glowy, ghostly blue shimmer, blue, black, shifting ultra chrome chameleon flakies. So everything from the name to the neon pink to the blue shimmer, everything about it, I'm obsessed. I love the formula. It built up fabulously in 2 coats, and this one is so bright. I just simply love it.
I am totally unprepared this month. I am actually completely overwhelmed by how much content I have to make and also personal life work. It's a lot. So I don't have the names of any of these off the top of my head, so I'm just going to be going by the color. So the Phoenix, that's like the purpley shimmer. I absolutely love that. It's like the perfect final form of that color. I know we've seen brands do it. There's maybe even something from Phoenix earlier that's sort of similar, but this is like my favorite yet. It's so pretty. And when you throw the topper on it from the duo, it just looks like totally sick. So that's definitely a favorite for this month. And the Sassy Sauce Hellaween duo is like totally killer. I love it. I specifically love the pink, neon pink, but you do have to get both. You know, you can't just buy one. So thankfully they're both beautiful and I love them both, but the neon pink, obviously I'm obsessed with. I do like so many of the polishes this month, but those are the ones that stand out to me as like extra special. But I will say I did super enjoy the Paint It Pretty polish. The formula was like totally on point, super glowy. I love the inspiration again. I'm just gonna love this series of polishes just because of the roller coaster aspect forever. But I do really think it's a beautiful polish. So let me know in the comments what you think of what I showed you for HHC this month. Let me know if any of these are gonna make it into your shopping carts. And I guess that's it for me. Have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.